Alright, here we are. We're driving down the highway, as you see. And we're heading up to Decatur. Motherfucker, there's my fucking exit, Dylan. Son of a bitch. Man, you weren't paying attention, dude.
I weren't paying attention. You take a left of the light.
No, you weren't paying attention, and I know how to get to Decatur, bud. Okay? Almost missed our fucking exit and got in a wreck at the same time. To Decatur. What we got up here is Dylan's dad, okay, has 1949 or 44, whatever the fuck it is. It's a flathead V8 engine, Ford engine, but it's all original, all complete. It's been stored inside this whole time. He's had it for like 30 years. And what we're going to do with that engine is we are going to restore that engine and make it look like a brand new factory original V8 flathead V8 engine. I'm going to put it on an engine stand so people can look at it when they come to the shop. Are we going to rebuild the engine? Fuck no, we're not going to rebuild the engine because we're never going to use the engine. But what we are going to do is we're going to take it apart and repaint everything on it and put it all, excuse me, back together so it'll look brand new. While we're up there, we are going to look at Dylan's race car. Are we going to go look at your race car? And all the other toys you got? Okay, because Dylan has a race car, and what else do you have, dude? Up there. Shit. What about all the motorcycles, bud? How many motorcycles you guys got? 20 motorcycles. But they don't even run.
Yeah, about half of them, dude.
Dude, all the shit that your dad does is like, you know, I think what his hobby is he starts something and never finishes it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, dude. We got a Corvair up there. This is a Corvair that, it's a rear engine V8 Corvair, is that right, Dylan?
That's right.
Okay. And what the Corvair is what kind of engine's in that Corvair? Actually, what was supposed to be in it?
It's actually, we got a V6 in it right now.
Oh, it's a V6?
Yeah, it's a V6.
Okay. It's a dry sump V6
yeah.
Corvair rear engine fucking car. Now this was going to be a race car, right?
Exactly, that's what it is.
It was, but is it ever going to get finished? That's the question, bud.
No answer.
We don't know because the way your dad is, he never finishes anything. You got a 1969 Camaro. Let's see, I worked on that thing 18 years ago. That's never going to get done. We got a 1950 Chevy truck. I worked on that 13 years ago. That's never going to get done. What else do we have up there that's never going to get done, Dylan?
Shit, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Jimmy's junkyard full of unfinished projects.
There you go.
Do you think maybe you might take over and finish those?
Yeah.
Someday?
Yeah.
Why do you think your dad never finishes anything he starts?
Too much shit going on.
Yeah. What about his race cars? He gets going on one of these race cars and then right in the middle of it, he fucking sells it.
Yeah.
Or swaps out. He's a barter guy. He's a barter system guy. He likes to trade, bud.
That's right.
Am I right?
That's right.
Now, he was born and raised up here in Decatur, Texas. This is his favorite part of the country. Is that right?
That is right.
He will die up here.
That is right.
And you guys own how many acres of land total, bud?
300 something probably.
Okay, they got 300 acres that was homesteaded to them. This is a rare commodity up here. They have over 300 plus acres of homesteaded property that was passed down generation from generation. They even have the original house that, was it your great uncle or your great grandfather?
I think it was my great grandfather.
Great grandfather lived in this little house, and the house that the original homesteader guy that had all the 300 or 400 or 500, 600 acres, the house is still there, right?
That's right.
Now, what did they do with all that property? How did when you homestead it, you have to work the land. What did they do to work the land?
Crops and
cattle or
cattle and hay. I mean, they didn't have.
They did a lot of stuff.
I mean, they did a lot of stuff. I mean, big variety.
All right, I say we go up here, we get the V8 engine, then if we got time, we'll go look at the the mass quantity of unfinished products, unfinished hobby shop. This is basically what we're going to go look at. It's called Tinker Toyer.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Tinker Toyer is?
Just do a little bit of tinkering.
That's somebody that's got a shop full of stuff, and they work on this for a little while, and then they go to this, and then it sits for several years, and then they think about doing this, and then they never get around to do that, and you just tinker toy around, and you might get it done, but probably more than likely you never will.
That's right.
And that's basically what you got, the Tinker Toy Shop.
Yeah.
Okay. What you need to do is, while you're at my shop, when you learn how to make the plasma cutter, okay, you need to go ahead and make a big giant sign to put on your garage that says the Tinker Toy Shop. How's that sound, bud?
That sounds good.
Okay. Let's get up there, let's get that V8 motor and get a little interview with our buddy Jimmy. Jimmy, the barbecue guy. Everybody knows Jimmy, Mr. Smoker guy. And if we got time, we'll go over and look at his hobby shop and see what the fuck's going on there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean hobby shop, the Tinker Toy Shop. We'll see you later.
Hey fella, how you doing?
What's up? What's going on, bud? What are y'all up under the shade trees for?
Because it's hotter than shit.
I know, but man, you brought that engine all the way down here from that barn, bud.
Right here.
Oh, it was in that shed?
Yeah.
Why was it in there?
Because that's where it's stored. Oh.
Now you better lift it up a little bit higher.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to have to...
We don't want to mess up my bed of my truck,
Well,
dude.
you get in and pull that front down.
Come on, Dylan, you're getting paid. Let's go. Where's your gloves, bud? There you go, there you go. Okay, this is our V8 engine that we're going to restore.
Brakes on. Buckets down.
You got it, come on. A little more.
6 inches. That's good, right?
You can probably set it down and we'll just drag it in there.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll lift it up in there. Yeah, see if you can swing it in there past the...
Shit, go
Lift it up a little, lift it up, lift it up.
Go straight up, man.
Straight up. Now raise it up, up. A little more.
Okay, there we go. Now.
Now swing it in. All right, let's see where this motor came from. Let's see what's going on with our antique classic 1950 what? 53 Ford. Where'd it come from, Jimmy? I thought it came out of an old truck you had, dude.
No, came out of a car. It was my uncle's car.
Oh, that was, you guys actually had that motor in your family all your life?
One owner, how many miles? Like 50,000 miles on this motor. I pulled it out like 30 years ago.
So how many horsepowers does a V8 engine like this have?
80, maybe.
80 horsepower?
80, 85, something like that.
So it's not really good for anything.
Well, it's just back then, they had flat heads. I mean, you can get different heads for it now and intakes and all, but it was just
Yeah, you can make it a hot rod engine. What is it, Hoffenbrau makes the heads for it?
Offenhauser.
Offenhauser, that's it.
It still has oil in the motor.
Great.
And when it turned over here, you can see where it poured out and over here somewhere. Just don't, you
No,
don't
I see it pouring out in my truck, bud.
35 Ford had the same engine. Yeah. So
35 Ford.
Yeah, so this motor basically, I mean...
And you took the motor out of this car and buried the car?
No, hauled the car off.
Oh, but you saw, hold on, you said something about burying a car.
No, we buried a Chevrolet pickup, and we buried a Nash Rambler.
You actually buried it in the ground?
Yeah. There's some big old ravines and washed out areas.
Where's it at?
Out north of town. I'm rolling house today.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's one more piece of junk off your property.
You want to see some more? You want to see another piece of junk in here?
Yeah, let's look at the other piece of junk, Jimmy. Let's see what other kind of tinker toy operation you got going in this little...
38 Fiat Topolino off the B-Fuel altered. This car.
Hold on a second. What is it now? A 38 what?
Fiat Topolino.
Huh?
What it is.
You've had that thing for years, dude.
Well, in 1975 they did away with this class. This body was on the world record holder B-Fuel altered class. Coca-Cola sponsored them.
Wow, bud.
It's a real thing. Here's some.
But you've had this forever, dude. There's some motorcycles back there.
Yeah, some motorcycles.
Jeez.
There's a Chevy truck motor right there I was telling you about.
Well, what would you want to do with that?
Put it in that 47.
47.
Ford truck, Chevy truck.
You guys got so many trucks, I don't know what you're talking
This
about.
guy's bad, it's just a better motor. It's a later, it's a 65 instead of a 47.
Oh, okay.
There's a transmission came out, it's a gold on it.
And then you probably won't ever get around to doing that. Am I right?
No,
Right.
I don't want that truck. We're gonna sell it.
What happened to your Jeep, dude?
It's over Paradise.
Did that ever get done?
It runs, it drives. We just got to do some
Grandpa says no, dude.
You can go somewhere to start it. You can go drive it.
It's not, it just seats aren't right. You can't drive it because
No, the
seats
seats, you got to bolt the seat down. The fuel gauge is not working. For some reason, the fuel gauge isn't working. I put a leaf sending unit in there. So that's
Don't have to
the
get mad about it. I just asked a simple question, Jimmy.
deal. You ask questions, but you don't
Okay,
want to know the
but
answers.
you
You don't want to know the
yeah,
answers.
dude.
You just want to know the
Now,
questions.
this is for our Tinker Toy Corvair that you've been working on for 36 years.
Not quite that long, but I'm not using this. That's why.
So that ain't going to be used anymore.
I don't need it. I don't need this, and I don't need that. I need this motor.
So basically, this is scrap.
No, it's not straight.
What's all the paint supplies? What's all the paint supplies back there for?
No, that's just stuff that I got whenever
That's some old stuff, dude. They don't even make that stuff
I
anymore.
know it. I got that. I don't know where I got that.
So, what do you think about your son being a hoarder? Do you have anything to say to that?
Hey, let's go look some more barns.
no comments.
Where did he get that hoarder lifestyle? It wasn't from you, was it?
I don't know.
Hold on, bud.
I'll
Hold
throw
on.
anything away. You can keep it.
Yeah. So are you gonna like hand down the hoarder to your son? Is that like a 3-generation thing from one father to the next down to the kid?
See, when you got more buildings, you got to fill them up with stuff. So you can't just let stuff go to waste. See,
I mean, how long have you had that engine sitting around collecting dust?
30 years.
30 years doing nothing.
Yeah. See, now you're coming to buy it. See.
All right, let's go up there and look at the hoarder barn way out here in the country with the V8 engine in the back of the truck. Oh, I see Grandpa back there. He's on the quad runner, dude.
Yeah.
Boy, I wish I had one of those. You guys ain't got an extra one in your hoarder barn, do you? You want to give away? That'd be nice to have one of those,
Yeah,
bud. Just to play around with.
Oh, no.
Boy, that'd be great growing up in a situation. Now, your grandpa owns all this property over here, right, Dylan?
Yep,
As
yep.
far as your eye can see, it's
As far as
fine.
you can see,
Past
it's
the
past
trees.
the trees too.
So what actually is past all them trees? Just the
2 or
woods
3
or-
creeks, yeah. A couple creeks and.
You used to go down there and ride your motorcycles
Oh
and stuff?
yeah, oh yeah.
And here's some of your cows right here,
Yeah,
bud.
just some of them. Probably all right there in the shade tree. They're all pregnant. Should all be pregnant.
All of them are pregnant. That's basically your grandpa's hobby, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's his babies, huh?
Yep, that is true.
All right, if we look over here, we got a 19 what is this? 47 farm truck. Now you guys had this restored, didn't you? You had this restored at one time. Did it ever run?
Yeah, everybody about a year ago. It runs fine. It just smokes. It just smokes.
Because you had that restored about 25 years ago, right? If you look inside, it's all brand new. Is that like bare metal? Hasn't been painted? Oh, that's the original finish. Is that the original color inside, Jimmy? So if you were going to sell this big, what is this, a 1-ton dually?
1.25.
A 1.25 ton? If you were going to sell this, how much would you ask for it, dude? Just if anybody was out here interested in it, watching.
I'll take 3,500.
3,500 for this thing, rust free,
Yeah.
mint condition.
I probably got 10,000.
It's a 1.75 ton truck. 1.25 ton.
No, it's a 2.5 ton.
2.5 ton.
Oh, it's a 2.5 ton.
And the difference in the 47 and a 2.5 and 1.5 is your rear end
The rear end.
and your overload spring. That's about the only difference between the 1.5 and the 2.5.
And you take 3,500 bucks for this thing. Runs and drives. They
It
can
does
drive it
run
home.
and it does drive. It doesn't stop. You need an emergency brake. Brakes.
Those carburetor bindings.
So if there's anybody out there in Wonderland looking for an old truck like this that's been completely restored, 3,500 bucks. We'll take it home. It's really clean. clean this place out, but we got another truck over here. What's going on with that
All
truck?
right, that's the 50 Chevy. That's the one that you did.
That's a 50 Chevy that I did all the body work to about 15 years ago.
The cab. It's sandblasted, the frame painted.
And that one's not for sale because you guys are going to rot it out, right?
That's Blake's. That's his name.
Oh, is that Blake's? Because Dylan got a little testy with me and said he wished he had it.
Man, we got so many
That's
problems.
right.
He wished he had it. He could
right.
because he said if,
Oh, yeah, that's the
Dylan
one.
said if he had it, it would have already been done by now. Now, was that your truck when, did you buy that truck new or?
No, no.
But you knew that.
I bought it from a friend. A neighbor of ours owned it and sold it to another guy. I'm about the fourth owner.
So it's always been in Decatur all its life?
Wise County, Paradise.
Wise County.
We have Paradise and then Wise County.
So it was bought brand new right here in Wise County, Texas. And one of these days it might get done.
I grew up with a 50, but not that one. We had the deluxe cab on
And
it.
that's why Jimmy was going to restore it because you grew up with that truck and you wanted to drive it.
Well,
That was back then when we were going to restore it, but now we're not
Now
going to
we're
restore
gonna get a wagon, see.
it. Do what?
Now we got a wagon.
Now you got a wagon, bud. There you go. Yeah, we got a video on that wagon, bud. We know all about the wagon. That's going to be a nice wagon whenever you get it done, bud. Just another example of hoarding, bud. All right, guys, shake a hand, make a friend. Thank you very much for your
You
tour
bet.
one more time. Are we going over to Paradise, Jimmy? To look at your hoarder garage, your Tinker Toy operations?
He said I'm learning how to handle that plastic better. I'll make a sign that says Tinker Toy. Tinker Toy on the. Hang a sign on Paradise that says Tinker Toy.
I told Dylan that when I teach him how to use that plasma cutter, he needs to make a big giant sign out of sheet metal that says Tinker Toy Garage. Yeah.
We got some Tinker Toy motors over here. You come look at them and see what you think.
That's where we're going, Jimmy. We're gonna get something to eat for lunch and go over there, dude.
I am